Greetings, my name is Denise and I am a reseller on Poshmark. My closet name is Eat, Play, Love. And today I am going to talk about my sales from Monday, May 29th through Sunday, June 4th. I will say this week felt a little bit more regular as far as sales go, and I am happy with the items that I sold this week. Let's see, just a little refresher. Last week I sold 14 items for $763, but one of those was a $300 item. So my number of items that I sold was much lower than this week. This week I sold 25 items, and I love the idea of clearing about 100 items, hopefully a little bit more, out of my closet monthly. Let's get started and talk about what sold. Now, last week was a holiday weekend, and so I shipped out some sales on Tuesday with my Ship With Me sort of what sold video that we may have seen some of these items. So if they sound familiar to you, it's because they kind of got swept up in that Ship With Me video and the what sold the week before because I was getting all the items out. So on Monday, I sold 3 items, and that was a pair of cool hiking pants. Now, these cool pants were a little bit different. They were the stretch cool hiking pants, and they felt a little bit more like I feel like I have already done this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly move through the items that sold on Monday, talk about the items that sold on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the rest of the week in a little bit more of detail. I am happy to report that I don't have any drama this week. The only drama I had was outsourcing. And I had a little altercation with the grandma who was super aggressive. I'll plop that video in here so you can take a look, but she just got right up in my business. And honestly, the thrift store was not crowded. It was like a Wednesday afternoon or something, and she just decided she wanted to be where I was, and I didn't have any particular attachment to where I was. So anyway, okay, that's all I'm gonna say about it. But I tend to be non-confrontational, and I just think it's a good attitude to have. I think there's enough for everyone, and I'm not looking to get into anyone's business. On Monday, I sold a pair of cool hiking pants. They were a more yoga style pant. They weren't a nylon pant. They felt like a Lululemon pant with cargo pockets. They sold for $30. I sold a pair of Aviva sweatpants for $15. That is the Lululemon kids line. Those were my daughter's, and I am not recommending picking up Aviva items. They don't sell very well for me. I know some people have some luck with it, but I personally don't source it to sell. I only had it to sell because my daughters, I had a sale. I only had it in my closet because they were my daughter's items that I was just trying to recoup some money on. I also sold a Disney long sleeve shirt. It was a Disneyland shirt for $22. It looked Spirit jersey-esque, but it was not a Spirit jersey. It was just a lightweight tee. On Tuesday, I sold 7 items, which one of those items was in a bundle, so a bundle of 2. I sold a pair of Plum Pretty Sugar pajama bottoms for $22. I sold a bundle of Packed and Allbirds, and the Packed organic cotton was a bra, and the Allbirds was a pair of hemp shorts. On one hand, the Packed bra sold within a day of posting, and the Allbirds hemp shorts took 9 or 10 months to sell. That bundle sold for $30. I sold a pair of Sundance Jasenia joggers. They kind of felt like pajama bottoms to me, like that's what I thought they were when I sourced them, and then it turned out that they were joggers and they were sold as pants and the model was like wearing them at the beach. So hey, okay, Sundance, $37 for those. I sold a Patagonia fleece jacket for $60. It was a retro, older Patagonia fleece jacket. I picked up two of these at the same time, a pink one and like a turquoisey one. This was the turquoise one that sold, and it was made in the USA. I sold an LL Bean chamois shirt for $30. It's a very particular style. It's called LL Bean Signature, and they introduce sort of special or unique items with the signature label. I sold a cloth and stone linen sleeveless top for $25. It was just a really cute natural color, and I'm going to admit that I almost pulled this out of my closet to wear because I'm a little bit obsessed with natural tones right now, and I just love the look of just like all like cream color off-white together, and so I almost kept this for myself, but I didn't. On Wednesday, I sold 4 items. The first item was a Neiman Marcus beaded dress. Now, I had recently dropped this item in my closet. I want to say I had it for sale for $55. It really is a lovely piece and well worth $55 in my opinion. I dropped the price to $38, and then like a day later, someone offered me $20. And then I countered, and finally we settled in at $25. This is what I want to say about Neiman Marcus. You know, they make substantial pieces in my opinion, but the resale value just simply isn't there. So if you're looking for cashmere or like really high quality leather items, you know, give Neiman Marcus, the store brand, a search, because you might find what you're looking for a really great price. I sold a pair of Shredley mountain bike shorts, and this brand was new to me. They sold for $45. They stayed in Colorado, and so I'm happy about that. Very appropriate. Lots of mountain biking here. I sold a pair of Posh Peanut pajamas. It was a set. The top and bottom were both there. It was a waffle knit set, and they sold for $40. I originally thought I was gonna keep this loungewear set for myself, and it's not necessarily something I would sleep in, but I love to sort of lounge in a waffle knit. But I decided that I was gonna post it, and what's funny about that is that I have had a few waffle knit loungewear sets sell in the past month. So if you happen to see any waffle knit loungewear, I would pick it up, especially if you can get it for like $5.99 for 2 pieces and then flip it for $40, or if it's J. Crew, it could fetch $55 to $60. I sold a Y2K Ralph Lauren ditzy floral dress. Now, I've been talking about this lately in my videos, but ditzy floral is just kind of like a calico in my mind. It's a very small, petite floral, and it seems to be a highly searched term. That sold for $34. On Thursday, the 1st, I sold a vintage lace dress for $17, and please don't ask me what I was thinking when I sourced this. Nothing was happening with this dress. I had recently dropped the price, and then I sent out a sale on that price, and it sold for $17. Same with this Aritzia linen blend blouse that I sold. That also sold for $17. So I sold 2 items for $34 on Thursday, and it's funny, they were both the same color. They both sold for $17, and they've both been sitting in my closet. They just didn't really check the boxes of what people wanted to sort of pay up for, or you know, even pay $25 to $30 for. It really turned into that $15 to $20 price point, which I try to avoid. But when you want to move something, you're flexible. I'm flexible. You should be flexible if it makes sense to your business. On Friday, I sold 1 item, and that was a pair of OOFOS Oolong in navy. They sold for $50. I think I had them in my closet for $60. And on Saturday, I sold a Curator San Francisco dress. This was a cotton kind of gauzy dress, and I know I got it at the bins. The tag stood out to me, and it turns out after I was posting this item that the dress was actually sewn in San Francisco, and it has a little bit of a following to it. So not saying this would be an easy brand to find, but if you just happen to see it when you're outsourcing, I would highly recommend picking up this brand. I'm trying to think. 57 is a kind of weird dollar amount, which means I accepted an offer on it. I probably had it in my closet for closer to $70. They do have some more substantial dresses, but this didn't happen to be one of them. And I'm really happy with the $57. I had it in my personal closet for the past year. I posted it and it really like sold in days. So okay, and Sunday turned out to be an exceptional day, and I didn't send out a big like 25% off sale. It just happened to be a great sale day. I sold 7 items for $376 on Sunday. The first item to sell was a pair of mother jeans. They were the Hustler Frey blah blah blah. I recently thrifted these out in the suburbs, and I paid $9.99 for them. And I was shocked to find mother at this thrift store because honestly, the nice brands there are, maybe if you can find Madewell, but basically Lucky Jeans are like the gold standard at this thrift store. So I am not surprised that a pair of newer, really nice mother jeans were overlooked. They did have that navy blue tag, which I mentioned in a previous video, and so I think it was easy to kind of overlook it because it wasn't a metallic tag that if you weren't paying attention like as closely as I do, then it would have been easy to pass over. I sold those for $108. I sold a Sonia Reichel. It was like a velvet with a burnout star shirt. This sold for $30. Now, I'm just gonna say I wanted this gone, but I had it maybe closer to $88 in my closet. Last year I went through a little phase where I thought I would source for the Real, and then it just turned out that my passion for wanting to send items in and deal with like the whole process of the Real just kind of fizzled out. I did get this item at the bins, and it was new with tags, and it's like a $345 shirt, and it just, Sonia Reichel, while it's a brand that the Real sells, it just doesn't have the resale value, and I wound up selling it for $30. I sold a pair of Ever Eve jeans, and I think that's how you say it, but they're opening a store in Boulder, and I had never sold this brand before. Comps really seem to run closer to like $25, $30. These sold for $37, and I want to say I had them in my closet maybe for $48. I sold a mid-century modern chafing dish. Now the logo on the casserole dish on the inside was actually Fire King, even though it was just plain glass. That sort of delineated in my mind the era of this, making it mid-century modern. It sold for $84, and I did have to pay because it was £1 over for shipping, so I paid the additional $4.50. I sold a Beyond Yoga space dyed crop tank top for $25. It was in my closet for $32. I sold an Anthropologie sweater for $55, a very cute style, and the super new modern Anthro label. I will say, I mean, we all know we have pain points with Anthropologie, but this new label that has the A, or like the A plus, and then it'll have a circle with the A and then the lines, I'll put the picture up of it. It really seems to sell fairly quickly for me. Now this was a 60-day repost in my closet, but it sold within days of being reposted, and that mid-century modern dish also sold within hours of being reposted. So once again, I can't emphasize this enough. If you have a business on Poshmark and you allow items to go longer than 60 days in your closet, you're really doing yourself a disservice. You need to copy and paste and repost those items. You need to use a great service like Posh Sidekick that automatically will repost those items for you. I don't even think about it. Posh Sidekick does the great job. It reposts them all throughout the day. It's not like it batch reposts them like 4 at once. It'll just be sprinkled in throughout the day, and I simply appreciate it because I do make sales as a result of that. The Anthropology sweater for $55 and the Mid-Century Modern dish for $84. Those were direct sales thank you to Posh Sidekick. I do have a code. I will put the code up. I would love for you to check out Posh Sidekick. I think I'm going to make a video and get into some of the features because I really appreciate some of the features. They are also announcing this week a brand new feature that no other automation software is offering. So I'm super curious to see what that is, and I will be sharing about it. I sold a pair of Cardo something Fang, White Fang or something, Cardo something pants. These were a collaboration and I was hoping to get closer to like 58 for them. Someone offered me 37 and I accepted it. And that's the 25 items that I sold this week. Okay, now let's get down to the numbers. And I've heard some people recently say, like, I'm just not a numbers person. Like, it doesn't grab me to like do numbers. And I'm gonna tell you that even if you don't share it with anyone, please look at your weekly sales. I know I sold 25 items this week, and I know I sold 14 items last week, and I know I want to be selling 25 to 30 items a week. So keep a pulse. This is a great way to look at how your business is doing. You know, are you selling items that have been in your closet for a long time? Are you letting them go? Are you repricing them? Are you looking at your titles when something reposts? Are you picking up items now? Did you pick up 10 items in the past week, post them, and 6 of them sold? Like, that type of information is invaluable when you go out to source. You need to become refined in your sourcing strategies, and Chris from Daily Refinement just posted a video on this about how it's so important to actually know what you want to buy, go out there and find it. I used to go thrifting and let's just say an example, I would see Anthropology, I would see Madewell. I'm like, oh, I'm buying that. I mean, I think we all know now that's a mistake, but I still have some of those brands that I have to do a second take on. You know, I don't pick up all the Patagonia I see around me. Patagonia is not a fast sell-through rate for me, but it will sell. It's just not the fast sell-through rate that I want. I think about those Ever Eve jeans. I think about that Beyond Yoga tank, those Ufu's clogs, those Sundance joggers, the packed bra. Those are all the Shredley mountain bike shorts, the Posh Peanut PJs. Those are all items that I posted within the past 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks max, that have sold and moved out of my closet. That's the kind of success I want to have. I want to be sourcing items that people are looking for, pricing them at a fair price point, and allowing them to move on. I don't want to be stuck in this $17 vintage lace dress, storing it for a year purgatory. And I think I made mistakes watching some resellers' YouTubes. And I'm just going to be honest about that. I mean, when you're starting out, you have to figure out some things on your own, and you look to other people for advice. I am not telling you what brands to buy. Maybe Curator San Francisco, but you know, you have to figure it out for yourself, and I did that, but I think about the items that are in my closet that maybe I was influenced to buy because I saw another reseller had picked that up, and then I realized like that reseller sells things for $20 to $25 an item, and that's not the business model that I want. And so I don't know. It's just a big learning. Like, I'm always learning about brands from other resellers, and I'm also kind of learning about what doesn't fit for me. All right, now I'm really going to talk about the numbers. So I did $928 in sales, 100 cut. All right, so listen to this. I was just about to share my numbers for the week, and I was going through and I was taking screenshots of everything that sold like I normally do. And so you can see the little image on the screen, and I discovered 2 items that I sold on Saturday that I didn't have in my numbers or in my what sold. So those 2 items were this: a pair of Ufus flip-flops that sold for $37, and an Other Stories sleeveless white t-shirt that sold for $20. Okay, that means I have $57 and 2 items more in sales. Now let's talk about the totals. I had 27 items that sold for $985. Posh took $197, and that left me with $788. I had approximately $125 in my cost of goods. When you look at my average sales price for just the $985 and 27 items, that's $36.48 average sales price. When you subtract everything out, the fees and my cost of goods, that left me with a profit of $663 for the week, which I'm very happy about. And that means actually that my walk-away cost on each item was $24.55, and I am very happy with that. Now, obviously, that's an average, because if I sold something for $17, I didn't walk away with a $24 profit. But if I sold something for $108 that I bought for $10, everything just kind of averaged out. Those are my numbers for the week. And so I'm happy because I was happy with 25 items, and now I'm really happy with 27 items. So let's get back to whatever I say at the end of this video, and the sound and the other camera and just the way everything's supposed to be. What I really want to say first is, of course, thank you for watching this video. And here's the other part, like, thank you for helping me stay on track with this. So, you know, last week or the week before, I didn't love the numbers. It could have been so easy for me to just like, I'm gonna skip this week, but it's so about being real. Like, crap, this week I sold 14 things. This week I sold 25. Hey, maybe the numbers come close to matching because I had a big sale last week. So thank you. Thank you for helping me just like staying on things. I think it's easy when you're not feeling on the top of things to like kind of become more retrospective and have it be a little bit harder to share, but I think it's important to share this experience. And I appreciate every one of you who watched this video. You know, same old, subscribe if you'd like, and I'm just gonna keep it real, and I'll be back in a few days, hopefully with nothing too exciting to share. I hope you all are doing well, and I'm signing off with a tip today, and that is I want you to post 5 things that you haven't been excited to post. Like, get after it. I'm looking right now at my photographing station, my white foam core board, and I have a pair of jeans to post. I have an Outdoor Voices bra to post, and actually I just got back an authentication of an Alexander McQueen suit that I have, so I have the photos of that. I just need to get it posted. I'm gonna post 5 things right now, so let's make a pact, okay? Go post 5 things. And I'm gonna go post 5 things, and let me know in the comments if you feel motivated to get that task done. Take care, everyone. Nice to see you. Bye-bye.